What percent of men actually get laid? The other guys face consequences for their decisions. Like, that's the whole point, is like,
Sure.
like men, when they make a bad decision, they always have a consequence. Women don't. And that's why women are worse, because one gender has consequences, one doesn't. And to say it's like equal, I just think isn't like fair, because like men, when they make a bad decision, they have the consequence immediately, where women don't. We're bailed out of everything.
How are we bailed out of everything?
Okay. Every bad decision that you make, you're bailed out of. If you want to sleep around, there's birth control. If you get pregnant, you don't want to keep it, there's an abortion. If you get pregnant and you want to get married to the guy and leave and take half, you can do that. And you can do it under the guise of being happy. And, and society will accept you, and some simp will probably marry you after. And then on top of that, if you're bad with your money, what are you going to do? You're going to go to a women's shelter, or the government will pay you. If you leave and you're a single mother and you're the 5th baby mama or whatever, you can also go to the government. They'll pay you.
So men are saying they're getting their passport because there aren't enough fit, feminine, and friendly women to choose from. And instead of looking in the mirror and asking ourselves if we would make great wives to these men, we would much rather shame them and guilt them into staying with our mediocre asses. Ma'am, if you're not fit, feminine, or friendly, then you're not what these men want. Shut your ass and go to the gym. Like, do we see how toxic we are? Really think about it. Why are so many women so bothered that men are going outside to find fit, feminine, and friendly women when they themselves aren't willing to become fit, feminine, and friendly? Like, you're not willing to give men what they want, but they should not go out and find it elsewhere. So they should be stuck with you and your mediocre self. Can we see how toxic that is? Like, let's put our emotions to the side and just think of how toxic that is.
So a lot of women are saying they're ready to be feminine, they're ready to be submissive, but it's almost too late. You're asking men to accept that you at age 50, what you should have been at age 25.
Women divorce men 70 to 80% of the time. I would argue in relationships, it's probably similar. Men aren't leaving, women are. So to a guy's point of view, he's going to commit to this girl. And what does he get? He doesn't get purity anymore. These hoes, he doesn't get youth anymore. So he doesn't get either of those things. A lot of times she already has a kid. So he's not fulfilling his mating strategy. On top of that, even if he does find a good woman that maybe has the qualities he's looking for, she was going to want him to marry her, right? And what does he get out of that? Oh, she can leave and take half and take my kids. And she's paid to take my kids away from me. She gets more money if she takes my children. Mm-hmm. And so from the men's point of view, they're just kind of like, F it, because like women aren't wives nowadays. And what do they get out of it?
But
like men are logical. They're logical people. And so they're thinking, does the benefit outweigh the cost? And like, I just think as women, we have to look at ourselves and say, the benefits we bring nowadays don't outweigh the cost for most men.
Why do you think guys no longer want to get married?
Well, for one, once they are married and a woman has like any sort of opportunity or inkling to want to get divorced, she will dominate him. In divorce court, she will take all his money and she will typically take care of the kids. Obviously, that's not all the case, but the majority. I think it's like, I forget what the percentage is, but the majority of divorces are initiated by women. Another thing is that modern women tend to want all of the benefits of being a traditional woman without actually being a traditional woman. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And something that I've just noticed over the last 5 years or so is that modern women have like increasingly become more difficult to like just live with, and like who would want to live with a difficult woman, So yes, this reality is sad, but honestly I don't blame the men.
I just want to say this really quick. If you don't want to be in a relationship, if you feel a way about men and you hate men and you think men are miserable, disgusting, I just beg of you, then just leave them alone. Ladies, you don't have to deal with them. You don't have to sleep with them. You don't have to get into a relationship with them. And that's it. But I am getting sick and tired of watching these videos. I'm just tired, y'all. I'm tired.